Picture it as it is, the soft, warm, cold slowly evaporating under the sun. That's how it's been for these past couple days, and generally speaking, it has been such a large improvement of my own life as a writer and also a reader too and consumer. The thing you need to understand about writing and how it operates is that it's a will and it's a power. It's a will that we continue to strive for each and every day, but it's a power that we have the ability to maintain. The snow has been a restraint to my own abilities to write, but it's also been a key inspiration for what I'm trying to go for, but also what I'm trying to say and present myself with. Generously speaking, there are a couple tips I do want to bring along that help aid in my own writing process, and you come to this video in the search of hoping to make your big project soon enough or to continue making it on whatever topic you can. The thing about a book and any piece of writing piece, whether that be a script or a newsletter, is that it involves hundreds of pieces that come in mind, and the tips you get sometimes don't work. I'm here to tell you exactly what you need to do and what I've learned in these past several days about reading, writing, and how it operates under the stem of just creativity and art in itself. 5 large tips I have in mind consist of just the simple idea of sacrifice. Sacrifice is the term that we look at for our storytelling. It's how we tell our stories in a way that we need to continually sacrifice our own mental struggles and our own physical behaviors to continue getting back to this project we have. We have so much ideas in mind, but trying to write it all down in little dots and pieces of paper come far and few between. This is where I come in to simply showcase exactly what it means to write and exactly the tips I give out to never stop writing in the first place. So tip number 1, be careful about the numbers. Numbers are huge in writing. They're the word count we have in our specific pieces, the pages we write, and also just the large number of people that come to mind whenever we post our book or videos like these. I made this video looking back on my previous one, and I'm happy to say I gladly see the thousands of viewers that came to that video. It's an honor to say and get to that point here, but it's also a huge understatement to know that it's a detriment to your work. Numbers are an illusion. Numbers exactly tell you what you need to do and just how they operate, but at the end of the day, they're simply numbers. They're what we build our basis on, and no matter what, it's just little pieces that continue adding up, and it doesn't matter in a full story. Your story can be 10 pages to 1,000, and it doesn't matter. I might prefer the 10 pages over the 1,000. All it depends on is the work itself. And if you continually sacrifice the idea about the work, then don't make it so obvious, which leads into my second point. Don't care about your audience as much. It's good to look into your audience as the great benefactor to how you're looking into your book. Your story needs people be cared about, to have people look into what you're trying to put down and have just the right ideas in mind. The issue is that with the people that continually coming back, it's a hard struggle similar to numbers, where it usually depends on how you feel in that moment. Feelings or whatever, you can control them in a way you possibly can. You have the ability to write, and so use that ability to maintain an audience, but don't center it around it. Remember, it's your story and it's your book by the end of the day, or whatever piece of writing you're trying to do, it's yours. And continue to just write on the basis you have. Then how do you write? The big key I would want to get to is tip number 3, schedule your time. Your time is the most valuable piece you possibly can have. It's what made you watch this video here. It may not be the longest of messages, but it is here to showcase what I'm trying to strive for. You're either someone who really wants to get into reading or someone who wants to create. And either of those two worlds, you need to know when you're doing it. You can't just be on a whim to do it specific days on one day and do excellent on the others. Consistency is king in what you're trying to put down. And by layering those pieces all together, you have exactly the habits you want to create. The 4th tip I would build on top of the schedule is to simply have the right habits. Habits build on top of the schedule you're making. By writing the exact schedule down, you have pieces that come together on a day-to-day basis. But then what do you do about it in your own free time? Well, let's say just do healthy habits. Eat healthy foods, do healthy activities like playing an instrument or going outside for a walk. It doesn't matter exactly, but you know what matters in your own life, and you know those priorities. Even if this book is your one priority, maintain a balance between other parts of your life so that you can level up in whatever field you're trying to go for. And with this writing agenda, it's the key you need to understand. You have the ability to maintain control, and with my fifth and final tip, continue to have that one priority. That one priority is what sets you straight. It's what sets you to do everything you possibly can. And having those inspiration pieces, making sure you don't care too much about the numbers, the people, and to have your own ability to selfishly think, even if you're trying to make a book either for the greater good or to share a message. Understand that you have your own strengths and weaknesses. You have your benefits, and use that to your prime ability. Create that one priority, this book, this script, or whatever kind of writing you're trying to make, and use it correctly. I advise with my own story that it's been a longing journey just writing nonstop these past several days. Yet it helped me understand where I'm going. And making this video here, I hope you understand that you have much more to go. So continue to write, and if you come across this video, understand that you and I were creators. And make sure to be your best possible self. Even if you don't believe so, shut up and listen. You have what it takes. Grab it by your hand and continue doing well. Check out my other socials down in the description. Check out my 2 books as I'm now finishing up exactly what I'm doing. And until next time, keep on writing. Take care.